Hey guys, welcome to another, dang it. Hi, I'm Matt Golson. Welcome to Insane Budget Photography. So I have pretty much more or less become my wife's official Instagram photographer for the product photos she gets. This stuff arrives at the house and she needs a photograph of it so that she can put it on her Instagram and get, I don't know, win content. I don't know what it is, but anyway. So this stuff right here, this is going to pose a challenge. Photographing something like this is not easy because it's so shiny. If I use my flash like I just was doing directly on it, as you can see, the image is glary and looked horrible. How do you get those super nice, smooth product shots like you see in catalogs? Well, one of the tricks is you need super even lighting with a light tent. So I've constructed this light tent. I mean, there's really nothing to it. It's just a wooden frame and I've drilled some holes in it, elevated it with some dowel rods, and what the light tent does is it diffuses the light coming in from all directions. When you're working with the light tent, you really need two sources of light, because even though the light's diffused, if I light it with just a big light bulb, I still have some soft shadows going to the right. So if you're doing photography and you have some equipment, you can light it with two flashes and you don't have to have two crazy bright lights going all the time to get kind of hot and stuff like that. So my setup here, I've got my pretty cheap, very affordable, newer Amazon flash. I think it was about $30. It's really, really useful. And to go with it, I've got this also cheap from Amazon FM radio trigger set. This thing is super useful. So how this works, you've got a trigger that will sit on your camera's hot shoe, and when your camera fires a flash, this thing will be activated, which will activate this. Boom, turns that device on, and this is a radio flash trigger. So you can use your flash, all kinds of useful things. One of the simplest things you can do with it is you can just hold this, like say up in the air, like this, get some really cool off-camera flash that looks really nice instead of like straight direct in the face flash off of this connected to the hot shoe. But what I'm going to do is connect this on one side just to this old camera, because I need a hot shoe to hook it to, and that's going to be set on one side of the light box, and then the other side I'm going to have this. I think I bought this from eBay for like $10, an old used, it's a SP100 slave flash, and it hooks into a standard light socket. Whenever a flash goes off, this is just automatically triggered. So when my radio trigger turns on my remote flash and fires, this one will fire at the exact same time on this side of the light tent, creating a nice even light shooting in from both directions. So let's check it out and see how it works. So another key to getting that nice super smooth background is having some paper just curved gently up. And I just got a sheet of paper. It's actually from a photo frame, just a glossy sheet of paper just kind of bent in there. And it's not perfectly bent, but it's going to be lit up bright enough so that it looks fine. So, a little too bright. So with flash lighting and the light tent diffusing the light, you get incredible sharpness. Like some of the sharpest images that you can imagine come from using this technique. So if you need to take photos of products, it's well worth your time to buy some dowel rod, find a wooden frame, or make some kind of frame, drape some cloth or paper over it and create a light box. It's going to really look good